Here we have two equilateral triangles ABC and PQR. What else is given? This angle here PQB is a 90 degrees and this length of QB is 4 centimeters. What we need to find is the area of the triangle CPR. Now, as you know, an equilateral triangle comes with lots of properties. All sides are equal, all angles are equal, and each angle is equal to 60 degrees. Then there are a lot of other properties, right? Every altitude is a median, but which one is going to help us here? Look at this triangle PQB. This angle is 90 degrees. Now we know that ABC is an equilateral triangle, which means the angle B is 60 degrees. So that leaves this third angle here, which will be what? 30 degrees, because the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So we have found out in our triangle PQB, the angles are in the ratio 30, 60 and 90, which means it is a special triangle. What do we know about this? If the angles look like this, then the ratio of the opposite sides will be 1:√3:2. Or in other words, for some constant A, this is how the ratio of the opposite sides look like. That means the side opposite to 30, if it is A, then the side opposite to 60 will be √3A, and the side opposite to 90, the biggest angle opposite to it will be the biggest side. Smallest angle opposite to it will be the smallest side. Now what information do we have? The side opposite to 30 is 4 centimeters. So if the side opposite 30 is 4 centimeters, then the side opposite 60, your 60 comes here, its side opposite will be what? 4√3, and the side opposite to the greatest angle, which is 90 degrees, here this much will be an 8 centimeters, right? Now what do you know about PQR? It is an equilateral triangle, which means all sides are equal, which means here also you have a 4√3. Now what sort of an angle is this CPR? Now even without doing all of these calculations, if you notice here, ABC and PQR are both symmetric figures. So if this is 30, 60, 90, if the angles here are 30, 60, 90, you don't even have to break your head over it. All of these two will also have the same set of angles, but then we will just do the necessary calculations, right? Now look at this side that you see here, CB. It is a straight line, which means we are talking about a 180 degrees here. Already we have a 30 degrees. Now what is this angle? We know that PQR is an equilateral triangle. Each angle in an equilateral triangle is 60 degrees. So these three angles together should give you a 180 degrees. Here, angle P, this whole of this angle should be 180 degrees. Now these two together already a 90, which means the third angle here is also going to be a 90 degrees. But then what about this angle C here? ABC is an equilateral triangle. All angles are 60, which means this is 60, a 90 here, a 60 here. That means the third angle will be a 30. Now even without calculation, you can notice that the same thing follows here also. Here also you will get a 30, 60, 90. But then we don't have to worry about that. We just have to find the area of this triangle here, CPR. We have a 90 degrees. Here we have a 4√2. What will be this? If the angle opposite to 60 is 4√3, then the angle opposite to 30, this one will be what? It will be 4 centimeters. And again, the angle opposite to P will be 8, but we don't have to worry about that. So we found out that the triangle CPR has angles 30 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. The minute you hear the word 90 degrees, it is time for celebration. Why is that? Because it is very easy to find the area. Area is just half into the product of the two sides which contain the 90 degrees, or in other words, the half of the product of the two legs of the right triangle. So which is what? Half into 4 root 3 into 4, which means 8 root 3 is the answer that we are looking for. That's all. Assalamu alaikum.